Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Here we are on a summer solstice today. Longest day of the year.
Is it today?
Today is the summer solstice.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you.
No, it's tomorrow.
No, I thought it was today.
21st.
No. Let's see.
My astrology friends would beg to differ.
No, summer solstice, June 20th.
You got me.
Summer solstice this year is on June 20th.
I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah. And according to people.com, your 5 rituals and manifestations to celebrate your summer solstice. So.
Give me one ritual.
Let's see.
Let's have one ritual and we'll practice said ritual in this here.
I ain't practicing shit. I don't do the.
None of that pagan nonsense for you.
None of that pagan stuff for me. Here we go. Release what's not a part of your long-term goals.
All right.
Journal your manifestations for the months ahead.
No.
No.
Not doing that.
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I know, right? I don't know anything about
Make
that.
a burn list.
I could think of some things.
No.
You know.
Oh, I know. Charge up your crystals.
All right, we're done.
Exactly.
We're done.
Moving on. So here we are, summer solstice.
Welcome back, folks.
Where have we been?
It's more of a question of where have I been.
Where have you been? Because this is a 2-man show, and you need 2 men.
Yeah.
So, where you been? If you want to let some folks know, give a quick synopsis.
Well, basically, my mentor asked me to go to Massachusetts and help him. Oh yeah,
I'm from there.
I know. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't go back. Sorry, folks from the New England area.
No, it's a terrible state, and y'all need to fix that. It's incredibly anti-gun.
Yeah.
Extreme liberal.
Yeah.
I mean, be a liberal, that's fine, but it's extreme liberal, which is not fine.
Which is not fine.
Cold, miserable. I mean, I left, I landed in Massachusetts on...
Were you land in Boston?
Hartford.
In Connecticut?
Yes, because it's closest to where I was going. It was like an hour from there. October 7th is when I got there, and we were doing a roofing job.
Yep, it was cold.
So it was cold. We did roofing in the snow. It happened. It was rough.
You lifted a house.
First, we had to lift the house.
You had to lift a house.
Yeah, we had to lift the house.
I mean, that's like some, what's that show I used to watch growing up with my dad? This little house. No, it was a show on TV, and it was like carpentry show.
The one with Tim Allen?
No, that's Tool Time?
Tool Time.
No, it was called like This Old House or something like that. And it was a show, and I mean, the guy did woodworking and stuff like that, and it was like on PBS or something. My dad loved it.
Huh, I don't know that
Bob
one.
Vila, there was another show. The show that came after was Bob Vila's show.
Bob Vila.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't do stuff like that anymore.
No, people don't. Especially, I mean, people our age, man. I mean, yeah, what? How many years do you have on me? I forget. You have like 6 years on me?
I'm 38. Turned 38 in May. You can tell by the grays.
Oh, you have 4 years on me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not too bad.
But yeah, so we're in the same generation, and that's something that has really clicked with me in these last 7 months is people don't know how to do anything.
No.
You know, I'm at the not the hardware, the auto zone or whatever, and I'm changing the pulleys in my truck right there in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. And this guy pulls up in a Lexus, and he gets windshield wipers. This dude's probably about to touch 50, okay? And he couldn't do it. He had to get the guy.
The J-hook or something?
He just was like, I need the guy to do it. Like, you can't change windshield wipers?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's what, I instantly think of like Apocalypse or like, Mad Max type situation. It's like, there's going to be a lot of people that die fast.
There's going to be a lot of people that die fast. Yeah, so you just open up a door because now I want to get in on this whole like World War III stuff, and let me wrap up. Okay, so Massachusetts.
Yes.
I was there for 5 months. Drove from Massachusetts to Oregon.
How was it with no guns?
Terrible. Now, I may or may not have had access to a couple of firearms, but that wasn't sitting on me at all times.
Yeah.
So there was something there, and I was up on a mountain in the woods.
So you really.
There was a bear.
A bear.
That came around sometimes. I mean, we had some slugs.
Slugs.
for the shotgun.
Yeah.
If needed.
I think it meant like there was like slugs that were attacking you.
Yeah.
Like an army
there
of
was an
slugs.
army of banana slugs. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought. Maybe because we were talking about bears. I was like, oh, an infestation of slugs that you had to shoot with slugs.
I mean, I would use bird shot or salt shot for slugs. That's what salt shots for.
Yeah,
Slugs.
they all shrivel up. They're like,
Yeah. Also, they get pulverized.
yeah, that too. I used to sprinkle salt when I was a kid, and they would like shrivel up.
Dude, I did that one time when I was a kid, and I
felt
felt
bad.
terrible.
I remember one time as a kid, I had a pellet gun. Like it was a break action. Like
Is it one that broke at the neck, or was it a lever?
no, it broke at the neck, and
Okay,
you single shot, and it was like a .177 caliber like pellet. And I remember I set up bread for birds, and I shot a bird, and I was like, gotcha! And then like it didn't die, and it was like sitting there, and I was like,
I'm just imagining a really traumatized you.
I was so like upset.
All wide-eyed.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I slaughtered rabbits with my dad and chickens. Like, I did that as a kid. So it like killing things for food. But my dad
Feels
got
different.
mad at me.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
like, why did you do that? Why did you kill that bird? Are you gonna eat it? And I was like, no, it's a bird. I wanted to shoot it. He goes, you don't do that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna kill something, you kill it for a purpose. And I was like, oh damn. I must have been like 8 years old or something like that. And I was just like, I'm a piece of shit.
Speaking of life lessons that don't get taught anymore, or don't happen naturally even anymore, you know? Kids are out here, again, I've been all across the country in the last 7 months, and this is what kids are doing. This right here, or this right here. Or actually, it's more like this.
Yeah, they're
This is-
slouched in.
they're just like this.
In like a little like bubble.
Anywhere
Yeah.
from 3 years old all the way up to 16.
And that's something Alex and I have talked about, like little to no phone for a kid, unless it's like required if they're away from us or something like that. But we're gonna limit screen time like crazy.
Yeah.
My sister does a good job with it.
There's a way to do it. There's a way to do
Yeah,
it.
my sister's Kennedy's 3, and the thing is like her speech is incredible. She critically thinks. She's played with toys. She loves playtime, and like her favorite thing to do is do plays. She likes to act and do plays. You know, my sister sent me a video of my sister, and my sister's like was like all into sports, and her daughter's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see. And she sent me a video because this is what my daughter's into now, watching ballet. She loves ballet.
That's awesome.
She loves ballet.
Is she gonna enroll her?
Whatever. Listen, my sister is like hard nosed. She's in sales. She's really good. But that little girl has turned her into a ball of mush. She could ask for whatever she wants, and she'd be like, "Yes, my daughter."
She should
It's funny.
She should
She
definitely
will.
get her into the arts, man.
Yeah, Kennedy's definitely. She's a knack for music. That's what she likes.
Yeah.
The sports just don't do it for her like it did for my sister.
Yeah.
So it's funny because like,
Well, you never know.
It could
As
change.
she gets older, you know.
But she has so many similarities to me.
Oh, really?
It's like all the little quirks, like picking at like my fingers. She likes to bite her nails. She does all sorts of things that I do, like my weird quirks.
That's funny.
And she's like, sometimes I feel like you're in the house, right? Like all the time, because she does so many things that I do. And I don't know if she watched me. I don't think so. She's only 3, but there's so many like little things that
Well,
she
genetics,
does.
man. Genetics are a trip.
It's really a thing. So
That's
who knows?
that's gotta play with you, especially you're you're a year plus into being married. Y'all had your anniversary. When was it?
February.
February. So, y'all are moving in that direction. So when you're around your niece, you probably have that like baby fever, and the like. You see someone who looks like a version of you, kind of.
Yeah, there's similarities.
I saw a picture of your sister on Alex's Instagram a couple days ago, and I was
My
like,
sister's
damn,
birthday.
she looks like you.
Yeah?
Yeah, y'all look very similar.
Yeah, that's my sister's birthday.
Yeah.
She's gonna have her second kid in September. Yeah.
I didn't
the 20th.
know.
Yeah. She's
Well,
pregnant.
I mean,
You've been gone. You've been gone about the time that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So.
Wait, when is she gonna have it?
September 20th.
Oh,
She's having a C-section because Kennedy had to been done that way, and I guess you have to.
Well,
do
that's
it
propaganda.
Again.
She could give birth naturally. She could. The doctors tell him what. I mean, we don't need to get into all that, but it's true.
I've heard that before. I've heard that before.
It's a bunch of bull.
She ran into complications with her first kid.
Oh, really?
That's why she had to have it.
Like during birth, or
yes, during. So she was trying to do a natural birth and all that stuff, even like no epidural. But what ended up happening was, I think my sister was in labor for like 20-something hours. But Kennedy was nosediving into her hip. She wasn't coming out straight. So she tried and tried and tried. But I guess her heart rate, the baby's heart rate kept peaking and then bottoming. So they were like, it wasn't an emergency, but it was like, we need to do this before it becomes an emergency because they didn't see a way out. They didn't see a natural way out for her. They tried. She gave it her fair shot. I mean, I remember getting the news on my phone. Like, she texted me, and then like, oh, it's happening, and then fell asleep expecting to wake up to like
pictures
or something like that. She was still in labor, so I was like, okay.
Well, another thing which is interesting, I just learned this, is the whole like women laying with their legs propped up. Do you know where that comes from?
No.
This is absurd. Fun fact for everybody. There was this perverted king. I want to say he was an English king.
You want to watch it?
He set up that whole so that he can watch. The natural way humans have given birth is like this sort of squatting thing right here, right? Like, if you think about it, you're a woman, neither of us, praise be, we don't have to ever go through that, but a woman's legs are propped up and she's got to push this way.
Instead of down.
Gravity, is so the kid's going up against the tailbone, it's like this upward, it's this kind of, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know my wife was telling me about like about getting on all fours. It helps get things moving.
Yeah.
Which would make sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, also water births.
Yeah.
Way more comfortable.
I had a friend that did that.
As far as I know, I mean.
Yeah, I had a friend that did that. Everything went well until the baby, when it came out, ripped apart her insides and she started hemorrhaging and they had to rush her to the hospital.
Oh, Jesus.
The birth was fine, but tore everything up on the inside, like her uterus and stuff like that.
Dude, so
I need a blood transfusion. It was that bad. So back to gun talk.
I know.
So yeah, how do we? Hey guys, do you want to talk about babies?
Prenatals.
So no, yeah, you've been gone for a while. You're building a house.
Working
rebuilding
on a house.
house.
Rebuilding.
Yeah.
230-year-old house. Did that. Drove across the country with a bunch of tools. Overloaded. My trailer and my truck overloaded. I was about 20,000 pounds, which my trailer can hold 14,000. So between the trailer and my truck, I was overloaded by about 1,500 pounds or so. My mentor, he was at 31.5. So he was really overloaded.
31.5? Was that total weight, truck and trailer?
Total weight, 31.5.
That's a lot of weight.
We drove to Oregon, got him settled. I hung out, visited family, had a great time. Fell in love, which that's for another podcast. We'll talk about that.
Story. Yeah, that's come. Guns and Love.
Guns and Love. Ooh, that's the title right there. And then drove back across the country, but I took the southern route. Before
the easy route, no mountains.
Well,
no mountains-ish.
No mountains after Albuquerque. I had one more downhill.
Through what?
I left Albuquerque and I had one more 7% down. Got past that and it was just
I'm assuming
sailing.
it was much better than going through the Rockies, though.
It was, and also I was at a more reasonable weight.
Yeah, true.
Because I had offloaded all that stuff. I only had a few things in the trailer. I think I was 16.
That's more like it.
About 16,000 coming back. Total, which was fine.
Broke down?
Kind of. I mean, the truck was running.
Yeah.
There was a noise. I was like, what's the noise? Yeah. I popped the hood and my pulley says a 1996 Ford F-350. The air pump pulley had sheared off of its bolt.
The bolt, yeah.
And it dug through half of the bolt. Maybe I'll throw a picture up, maybe not.
Here?
Yeah, right? Somewhere. But it was running fine, I was just like, I stopped at Whataburger and I was like, everyone talks about it, I'll try it out. It was garbage.
It's garbage.
It's garbage.
It's garbage.
Which someone had told me.
Yeah, they used to have one here in Florida when I first moved down here.
Oh, really?
Right next to my parents' house. I tried it a few times, I'm like, I don't get it.
In-N-Out is good.
Yeah,
In-N-Out is good, actually. Yep. Every time I go there, I'm like, for fast
Whataburger,
food,
I wasn't impressed.
No, yeah, it was garbage. I was unpleasantly surprised. Anyways, so got that fixed. That was a 2-hour delay,
Because people in Texas are cool.
Because
right?
Southern hospitality is a very real thing. And if you're in a place, the North or the West, and you've been poisoned against the South, let me tell you, as an Oregon boy, I have met the best people, excluding some close individuals that I've either grown up with or know from the West. I've met the best people here in the South, whether it be Texas, whether it be Florida, even Georgia. I had a horrible time in Georgia living there.
You were in Atlanta, though.
I was in Atlanta, but I still met really great people. You know, Sylvester is a homie.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some great people in the South, and like, and you and I, we differ when it comes to religion.
Yep.
But I don't knock anybody for it, but I attribute Southern hospitality 100% to people in their faith.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what, and that's what the guy told me. He was like, you know what, I was sitting here on Facebook, I saw your post, and you know, God told me I should come. And I was like, right on, man. Yeah. You know, solid dude.
There is, I think, a aligning of moral values and just maybe a righteous indignation to do the right thing to help others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's definitely rooted in the South because of faith. I agree.
Well, it's an interesting thing because I think I'm maybe not a rare example, but I'm not the normal of someone who's not religious at all, but I have a book of morals that I follow. And those morals, if you were to put them on paper, would align with morals that are taught within various faiths. Christianity, whatever it might be. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, little Mustang. Little fastback.
That's nice.
It's cool.
No, that's a Pontiac.
No, that's not a Pontiac.
No, it doesn't say Mustang on the end. I mean, I don't know. You're better with cars than I am. I'm a poser.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's a Pontiac.
Hey, I know how to read.
I only caught
I know how to read.
The rear fender caught me.
This was their competition.
Yeah, I didn't see the
Firebird. Yeah, it's a Firebird.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I didn't see the front end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That's pretty nice.
Should have known that better. For some reason, I thought.
I just read
that rear quarter got me.
Yeah, it looks like a Mustang. I mean, it probably same year Mustang came out. They were like, here we go. That's when it was made in America.
Yeah. Yeah. When you could feed a family, go on vacation, have a car, have a house on one income.
Yeah. Yeah. What a wild time.
Yeah. Well, look at us now. Look at us now.
It's very upsetting. I've been on this kick lately, you know, and I know you and I, we met up.
The trad stuff.
I know, trad. Hashtag trad.
Hashtag trad. Yeah. Yep, that's...
No, it's a real problem, man. Yep. And you know, I think it's a good segue into what's going on in this country right now. I'm gonna say it. This is my thought. This is my prediction. Okay.
Yeah.
2024 election. Donald Trump versus sleepy Biden. No.
You think he's gonna go all the way through?
So this is how it stands right now. Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe
versus Donald Trump. Who might
Teflon Don,
who might be president from a jail cell, which would be awesome.
That'd be wild.
Be fucking awesome.
I mean, that would be wild.
I would love it. I would love it. Okay, so this is what we're looking at, right? This is my prediction.
Oh, are we still gonna do the beep when we cuss?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the beeps in because we've cussed like 16 times since the start of this thing.
Yeah, but I think we went a decent amount.
We didn't. I assume because you cussed first
the
first time. You said shit.
That's shit.
I mean, maybe I won't beep it out. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the first 10 minutes of a YouTube video, give
us some time. Yeah. Beep it out if you have to.
I'm gonna beep it out. It's fine.
So the beep.
Anyway, yeah, shot timer.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah,
this is my prediction. This is my prediction. We're gonna get closer and closer to the election. Mm-hmm. And they're gonna get into a hot war, and they're gonna suspend the elections because they can't run Biden, and they can let him die in office. They can let him become unfit in office and then replace him with someone who they do some dumb thing, and it won't be Kamala. They'll just throw a guy in there, right?
Yeah.
But they're gonna throw us in the hot war so that we cannot have it, because there's no way in hell, period, that Biden wins. There's no way. I don't care. Sorry, Mom, I know you don't watch this. There's no way in hell that he wins.
Did you see the video the other day? I tried to look at things from multiple views, not like jump on to like the he struggle bus the other day to get into the Secret Service Cadillac. the SUV.
I'm not surprised. Dude,
Like, it took 20 seconds for him to get in.
How about the Secret Service dude who got robbed at gunpoint
I didn't hear
in
about
California?
that. I didn't hear about that.
In California, dude. One of Biden's guys got robbed at gunpoint.
Oh, it's priceless. That's precious. I know.
What are we doing here, America? How did we get here?
Listen, crime's always going to be around, no matter what. Since the beginning of time, we've had crime.
It's inevitable.
But I do feel that. I know. I'm gonna go get another drink.
All right, good. I gotta entertain the.
Yeah, you gotta turn the camera because I'm out and I need to go get another drink.
All right.
12 seconds later.
I got a fruity drink.
Well, aren't you special?
I'm in St. Pete.
All right. Well, I'm gonna edit all that out. Resuming. I'm just gonna edit all that out. I was talking about masculinity.
Keep it for clips.
We'll see. We'll see how it tastes.
Man.
We'll see how it tastes. What were we talking about just now before you?
election.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You said hot war, postpone the election.
I really
put somebody that.
Okay, so they did that whole thing with the. I know. I'm moving past it, man. I'm moving right past it.
Yeah.
I know. There's a lot of. I mean, look at this egregious mess across the street. You can't see.
Yeah.
Maybe you can. Okay, so they're doing the thing with the draft.
Yeah.
They're.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I caught wind of that.
Which, the draft has always been a thing. I guess what all this is, it's kind of worded poorly in the mainstream media. They're saying the draft is back. The draft has always been there.
It's always been
what
there.
they're doing is they're making it so when you and I hit 18, and you had until 21 to do it if you didn't do it at 18, is to enlist in selective services.
Yep.
They're making it automatic now, which is kind of absurd that it's not already or it hasn't been.
I thought it was.
It's 2024. It should be. They're making it automatic now. That's all they're doing.
I just thought it was, to be honest with you.
To me, my conspiracy mind is they're priming our collective mind for the idea of draft. Okay? They're getting it in our collective lexicon, this word draft. The idea of draft, right?
The idea of war, the idea of potential.
Exactly. So that's what I think that they're doing there. I think they're priming us, driving across the country. I have seen a tremendous amount of armored military vehicles being transported, whether by train or by truck.
Yeah.
Here's the difference from all of my years of seeing these being transferred from military bases to this, to that, whatever.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
They're
green.
not painted. They're primed.
They're primed.
They're primed.
So I spoke to someone that lives not in Florida, and they told me they're by rail and stuff like that, and they saw there was a lot of green Abrams tanks.
I've seen a lot of green, but I've seen a lot of primed.
Primered. Oh.
That tells me they're setting them up to go to where they need to go. Where are we going? Urban warfare in the
Ukraine.
the Donbass.
The Donbass.
Like, what are we doing here?
It's green. It's green there. Poland's green. Who knows?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Tensions are rising. I saw Putin the other day was chumming up to a North Korean friend.
Oh, was he?
Rocket Man. They're having there was this weird like who got in the car first situation. Yeah, I got props to I got a cite Don. The Don. Rocket Man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just there. I would say that there's an uneasy feeling. This is different than I remember. You know, you had 9/11 and you had support. You had a common enemy.
Even under false pretenses, but that's another.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. But I'm gonna speak in generalities. Like the country, both sides got behind it because we rallied.
Yeah.
This this is different.
It's not
That was sudden. You know, we've had some conflicts here and there and all that kind of stuff, but that felt very sudden. Where it feels like an accelerating train.
And one that's conducted by a fucking half brain dead.
Well, his administration's he's there.
Yes,
but the letter.
They're included in brain dead. Look at who they've appointed to the whatever healthy
human. Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up, people.
Yeah.
You know, they're all brain dead. They're
The
all
one like cross-dressing dude that was the head of
Yeah.
like nuclear.
Oh, the one who was stealing people's clothes.
Yeah, that shaved head like androgynous thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do time.
Yeah,
I think
he
he
is.
was.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I'm pretty sure he's incarcerated.
He might be.
I think he's jailed, not in prison yet.
This is the guy that led all the nuclear energy in the
Terror.
U.S. It's weird.
Terror.
I don't know.
What
Again,
are we doing, people?
Listen, I'm not smart. Like he may be, but you know he's got those weird vices.
He
I
ain't
don't know.
smart if he's stealing people's luggage in an airport full of cameras. That's not a smart man. Even if he's wearing a dress, that's not a smart
No.
man.
I don't know. But this is the state of the world.
This is the state
is
of the
stuff we're
country.
talking about.
This is the state of the country. Okay,
True.
and this is a public service announcement. If you haven't watched Tucker Carlson's interview with Vladimir Putin, you're doing yourself a disservice.
You actually need to watch it. You can't say anything about it until you watch it.
100%, because say what you want about Russia and what we've been propagandized against with Russia, Putin has a head on his shoulders. Listen to him when he speaks. He has said multiple times to the United States, if you do X, Y, or Z, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z. And guess what? He's been priming. We've got 2 subs, apparently they're not nuclear, 96 miles off of the coast of Florida, where we're at right now. I mean, they're a little further from us because we're in Tampa, but you know, off the coast of Florida right now. Over there hanging out at Cuba. Why? Because they're getting themselves ready for something spicy. Look at this guy.
Oh, we got
We got a lefty.
Commando. Do you think maybe he's part of the what's the John Brown Gun Club?
No, he's security for the gay club.
No, I know, but like, isn't that like the lefty like gun
Oh,
the John
I
Brown
don't,
Gun
I don't,
Club or
I
something
don't
like
pay
that?
attention to those people.
I think that's what it is.
I just don't. I can't.
I
I
know.
can't pay attention to them because they're compromised. They're compromised by the ideology that's poison.
Yeah.
And there's poison on both sides. Don't get me wrong.
Yep,
but
both
the
sides.
particular rhetoric that I see, dude, it was Juneteenth yesterday. I appreciate Juneteenth for its merits, but the stuff I've seen posted drives me
Like what?
up the wall. Like white people, Venmo your black friend, black or brown friend, some amount of money. Like, in this economy, first of all, in this economy, we're buying drinks, we're having a nice time, but this is not easy to just do. Why are you telling people who are not financially stable to give money away? Nobody is in a better place just because of the color of their skin. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say nobody, but the people who are looking at your dumbass Instagram posts are not donating money to anybody but their landlord.
Yeah. So here's my thing about it. Like, I can appreciate the Juneteenth thing. Like, I get it. Like,
It's a tragedy if you look at where it comes from.
100%.
2.5 years after emancipation, people in Texas were like, wait a minute, we've been free for 2.5 years? And so they just dropped what they were doing and they had a party. Yeah. Tremendous.
That's fine. I'm okay. Like, we should be celebrating. That was the end of a terrible act. You know, the act of slavery is a terrible thing. Yeah. And you should mark that day for this nation. If anything, that should be something celebrated, that, you know what, we turned a leaf here. Yeah. We put that to bed. But I don't think I owe anybody anything. I don't the idea of giving someone money because of Juneteenth, I don't think that's right. Like, to even ask for it.
Tim, I need $15 because it was Juneteenth. Oh, $16 because it was Juneteenth yesterday. Venmo me $16 right now.
Why 16?
Because it was the 16th.
It was the 19th.
Oh, maybe it's the 19th.
Yeah, it says 20th.
I'm retarded.
Your dates are all messed up.
I'm retarded, man. That's fine. $19. Let me just give me a $20 bill. We'll call it good.
Call it a day. Round up.
Yeah, that's
we
right.
like even numbers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Another dumb thing before we move on from this dumb subject. There you go. Another one that I saw is that the slaves were not freed, they freed themselves. This is a dumb thing to say.
Okay.
Because if it weren't for the Emancipation Proclamation on 2.5 years after when the Emancipation Proclamation was enacted, 2.5 years later, those people would still be slaves. They
Yep.
wouldn't have freed themselves.
No.
It's an absurd platitude.
Yeah, because the thing is, if that had become law and all that stuff, there was no repercussions for keeping people.
Yeah.
Even if
If they
they're like,
just
all
were
right, we
like,
freed ourselves. They'd be like, okay,
no,
no.
you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Get back to work or
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
You know, unfortunately, the comedian, was it Lee?
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee in that video, every time I see it, the real Robert E. Lee, pick up the cotton buster. I died. Well,
He's good, man.
Dude,
He's underrated. He's really underrated.
He's so funny. What do we want? Savory.
Yeah. Savory. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Which leads to another thing. I feel like comedy is coming back.
Comedy's been back. Well,
You
honestly.
you told me that when you were in, when you were in Austin.
But also I've been plugged into comedy for the last
Yeah, that's your thing.
3 years. And let me tell you, dude, Joe Rogan's Club,
Yeah.
the mothership,
I want to check it out.
dude, we should I don't know if we should take a ride or just take a flight. It'd probably be easier to just take a flight.
Yeah.
But I want to go, and I'm signing up for Kill Tony.
You gonna do it?
If I had been there on a Monday, I would have signed up.
I would love to have seen that.
100%.
I would love to have seen that.
Yeah, man.
You got to do the skit for me one day.
I got to rewrite it.
Sure, but I want to hear it and I'll help you.
You know what pisses me off,
I'll just
though?
laugh. Or won't laugh.
2 weeks ago, I was watching Kill Tony. Black dude goes up there, light-skinned black dude, gets up on stage.
Your skit.
And he does my skit. He doesn't do it, obviously, verbatim, and he doesn't do it in the same way that I would.
Okay, good.
But it's the same premise. And I saw that, and it bothered the hell out of me. It was okay.
Did he do well?
He did well.
Okay.
He did well. But it still bothered me. Because
you
now...
can bring that up when you go. It'd be funny. I'd laugh.
Maybe, yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
Depends how you deliver it.
You only have so much time, you know?
I know.
You gotta.
You had to be quick.
Yeah, you gotta be quick, and so I'm gonna rewrite that whole bit that I wrote, and I'm gonna run it here in Ybor.
In Ybor?
Yeah.
Oh, so that changed the name.
Yeah, actually, it's not. It's the Tampa. Is it the Funny Bone
It
now?
used to be the Tampa Improv. Now it's the Funny Bone.
It got bought out by the Funny Bone because the Funny Bone's a syndicate. Same with the Improv. That's
Okay.
also a syndicate. Look at this guy. Oh, he's doing sign language. I thought he was rapping. God, I'm a bigot.
What if he's rapping while doing sign language?
And he's able to drop M-bombs. He's just dropping.
He's just dropping on Juneteenth.
I wonder what the sign language of hard R.
A hard R? Ooh, I'm gonna have to look it up.
If I knew it, I'd do it right now.
There's gotta be one. Like, they keep it amongst themselves.
And I say the word sometimes for fun, but I'm not saying it now because I don't feel like bleeping it out.
Yeah. On another note, so since you've been gone, I've been meeting up with some guys down in Sarasota that opened up a really cool shop, the Team Room. Have you seen that?
Yeah, actually, I've seen.
Next event
Okay.
they do, you're gonna come with me.
How about this?
Let's get into the gun stuff.
Next event they do, or in general, next podcast, let's just go there.
That'd be cool. I mean, I know Grizz is one of the guys there, and he does their media and stuff like that. I know another guy, Mr. Redbeard, and tattoo artist and stuff like that. So,
Dude,
like,
let's
that'd be
do
super
a
cool.
thing. Let's do a thing.
I think it'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Because like I went down there, they did this collab with this little thing. I've been carrying this. It's G10. So that's their logo, Team Room. Goon tape, green goon tape, and it's they have a video where they like do the little metal detector, and it's completely non-ferrous.
The problem is, and I don't know, but like these types of things, when you go through the scanner,
At the airport, it will pop.
it will pop.
Yeah, but this is like to get into like the ball game.
Yeah, I don't go to ball games. I go to airports.
Just saying, like.
I'm trying to stop. What was that guy's name? Rashid? From taking over the plane, you know?
No.
I need some. It took you a minute.
I was like,
You're
what
like,
is-
I really understand.
Like, what is he talking? Oh.
You knew. You agreed 100% until you realized I was being
Yeah.
terrible.
So I think this is pretty cool. Like, little pokey guy.
Yeah.
Little pokey
No,
guy.
I like it.
I like it.
I like
So
that.
this is what I've been doing in the gun world.
Oh, look
stuff.
at that! Look at that! They're Tinder.
Yeah, that was brief.
Brief.
Was that 45 minutes?
Probably.
Maybe an hour.
Maybe 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and they're splitting ways.
Oh yeah, different directions.
And look at this. He's right back on Tinder, and she's like going back to her ex.
Yeah.
Nice. Get off dating apps. That's another thing.
I met my wife on a dating app though. That
Get off
That
dating.
was also 5 years, almost 6 years ago.
Get off dating apps.
Yeah. Meet people in real life.
That's another public service announcement.
But yeah, so this is like some gun stuff I've been doing.
Yeah.
Not just, so it was pretty cool. I hit him up. I'm like, hey, instead of shipping it, can I just go there and pick it up? And I did a
Nice.
collab with Black Triangle. It's Goon Tape and the team room. They put their logo in it, and I've been wanting to get a little like pokey guy.
Yeah.
That was non-ferrous. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Have I bought any guns since you've been gone?
Oh, I bought my first pistol.
Yeah. Yeah.
The confusion on your face.
You bought your you
I bought
bought
my
your
first pistol back from my
your
brother.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got your G-Lock back.
My G-Lock, yeah. My
Yeah.
G-Lock 19, Gen 4.
Wow.
And it carried me across the country back
Yeah.
from Oregon, which,
Yeah.
again, don't travel across the country unarmed.
Yeah.
We were in Ohio, and there was some tweakers. Dude, one of them was welding inside his fucking motorhome at like 10 p.m. in the parking lot of a Denny's. Welding. You could see it through the window.
Arcing.
Yeah. We were like, what is going on here, dude?
Yeah, it's just wild times.
So stay strapped, folks.
Yeah, stay strapped.
Dry fire practice, please.
Carry pokey things.
Yeah.
Carry pokey things.
Carry the blades and the non-blades. And
have I got anything new?
you got
I've been assembling.
You finished that build.
I did. I've been assembling things. I haven't
Yeah.
bought anything new, and I've been assembling it.
Yeah.
We need to go shoot that.
yeah.
Because I haven't shot it. I've assembled it. I need to figure that thing out. I think it'll
Yeah.
be cool. It'll be a fun one.
Yeah. It's 5.56 though, yeah?
What's that? Which one are you talking about?
Oh, are you talking about the
I'm talking about the SIG.
Oh.
I'm talking about the gun that goes off by
Oh,
itself.
you had a rifle. It's true. I mean,
I mean,
I don't know. That's
We'll see what happens.
That's why I moved away from the P365 because I started to see some reports of them going off, and I was like,
I thought that was just the big
well,
boys.
the 320 was the one that was
Yeah.
doing it out the gate.
Yeah.
But there's been, and this was probably a year ago. I was seeing stuff, P365 mishaps, and I was just like, I'm good, man. I don't need it. You know?
No, because remember I was trying to buy a 320 from your friend?
Yeah.
She wanted way too much money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
That was dumb.
Yeah, so I finished that one. I want a wheel gun.
Oh, I know.
I want a wheel gun really bad.
Real bad.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna buy before I bought the 19 back from my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna get a nice little, 3-inch J-frame of
Okay.
some kind.
I want to get a
357, of course.
Yeah, I want to get a Colt Python, either
Yeah.
2.5 or a 3-inch.
Yeah.
That's what I want next.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Palmetto State Armory for a minute had blems
Yeah.
that I should have jumped on. They're really well priced. I just wasn't time to spend that money.
Speaking of prices, man, I've been seeing some deals, man.
Yeah?
I've been seeing CZ Scorpions for $650. I've been seeing what was it? I saw Blem. What is it? Apex Parts? Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they had I just was looking
They have
at the
lots
email.
of parts kits.
Dude, great deals.
Yeah.
Great deals. Like, it's finally, I think, coming back to a good time to buy.
So I've talked to my guys at the gun shop and stuff like that I used to work at, and they've been slow. Things have tapered down.
But prices have been great.
Yeah, prices are getting better because they're slow. So I've noticed that manufacturers are offering rebates and all that stuff, and I think they're getting competitive because they need to move. They need to move product.
Yeah.
I think the post-COVID, BLM riot fervor is gone. So people are. I mean, it's going to ramp back up again before the election. We know that.
Hell yeah.
2 or 3 months before an election,
Hell yeah.
people are going to get crazy, and it's the gun talk's going to heat up again. So. You mentioned CZ.
Yeah.
What's a Bren 3? I mean, I barely know
A
what a Bren, I
Bren
barely
3.
know what a Bren is.
A Bren 3.
Yeah. Are you excited about it?
I'm genuinely disappointed
Disappointed.
because they didn't really do much. They changed the rail,
Okay.
M-lock out the gate, like full length rail.
Is that is that an integrated rail, or is it a rail that you can change?
You could probably change it. I don't know if it's integrated.
Is your Bren an integrated rail?
No.
Okay.
No. So I swapped mine out with an HBI.
Okay.
M-lock rail.
Yep.
It's better than the one
Okay.
that's on there. Because usually it's like the barrel is 12 inches, 14 inches from your handguard. The handguard's a good 4 or 5 inches.
Yep.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
So you got the rail. They went from a pencil barrel to not a bull barrel, but
Like a medium contour.
Yeah, which is fine. They say it improves in accuracy, but the Bren's already accurate as hell.
Okay. It's a
But it
piston
adds
gun,
weight.
right?
Yeah, it's piston gun.
Again, I stay away from hipster guns. I know.
Sure
I
you
know.
do. Sure, Mr. Heat over here. You stay away from hipster, Mr. 1911 over here.
That's a FUD gun.
It's FUD pseudo hipster. How many hipsters have you seen?
Oh, they all have CZ75s.
Yeah, some of them run a nice Colt or a Dan Wesson here or there. You know what I mean? Like, this fella right here would run a 1911.
Yeah.
He'd run a Kimber. He don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. He'd definitely get slide bite.
I like that we could talk about the people who walk by and they can't see.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Yeah. Hey, listen, we are leaving it to the imagination, and it's fantastic.
yeah, no, it's better.
better
That's why I
that
like
way.
audiobooks
Yeah.
or just books in general.
Yeah. You can build that character in your mind.
Yeah.
But
Top knot.
Top knot. Yeah. Dual top knot, I think. It was like kind of dual.
Better not have been.
I think it was like dual top knot.
It's like almost
Like pigtails.
Yeah, almost pigtails. Okay.
So yeah, the Bren 2, it's got a new rail, it's got
There's
the
something-
barrel.
something
Has
about
the
the bolt.
operation changed?
They did something. I think. Okay. I'm not 100% sure, but they did something with the bolt or
Okay.
where the bolt sits. I'm blanking on it
So
right now.
comment on if you know the details, because Said's blanking.
Yeah. yeah.
We are resident expert gun guys.
Expert. Yeah. I can tell you about a few things, but not all the things.
Yep.
It's just, here's my thing about the CZ Bren 3.
That's a double top knot. Hang on,
Jesus
guys.
Christ.
Is it right?
Yeah. He walks like he's got something up his butt.
It happens.
It happens. That's hilarious. Here's my problem with the Bren 3. It's not that far of a departure from the Bren 2.
So as far as like overall, it's not like it's just like a facelift. It's not really.
It is a facelift.
So should they
It's
have
a
named it
quality of
something
life.
else, like a
I just
like a
think-
Bren 2.0, a Bren 2 2.0 or something?
That would make more sense. Or yeah, that would.
or
make more
or like
sense.
maybe like a Bren 2 A1.
Yeah.
Because it is
Yeah,
a new
exactly.
variant of it,
Yeah.
but it's not changed enough where. 'cause
Bren
like,
2 tactical. Call it whatever the hell you want, but if you're gonna do a Bren 3, the new Bren, do something a little more.
Because what was the departure from like the Bren to the Bren 2? Is it a big change, or is it similar?
Yes, the
Okay.
805. That's what the Bren 1 is. The 805 and the Bren 2 are very, very different guns.
Okay.
But
So you can call it a
also-
Bren 2. This is just like a modified and maybe slightly upgraded Bren 2.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there isn't a lot of cross compatibility because they went ahead and they changed a couple things explicitly to keep it from being cross
So
compatible.
you have to buy another gun if you want it. You can't really.
Right. Which brings me to an issue that I have with. Okay, I think Glock did a really good thing with the Glock 47. The Glock 47. They made this Glock so that you can do
Things to it.
You could do things to it with a Glock you already have. I think that was a very good move. And when companies go away from
That's-
that, and you know who
Sorry, I
posted
got
something
distracted.
from what? Which one?
2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, I saw that over there.
Yeah.
That thing was over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely foul. Anyways,
Yeah. You know what I think of every time? Like I think of the Childish Gambino song. This is America. That's what plays in my head.
I know, right? We should do.
We should do a thing to that.
We should do it.
We should do.
We should. Well, yeah, we should do two things to that because we should do like a cool thing to that, and then we should do like a taking videos of that.
Yeah.
This is America. Just,
yeah, we can do that.
So. Ah, Christ! I lost my train of thought. Don't point out trannies to me when I'm thinking, okay? Because it
distracting.
fucks up my flow. That's two bleeps.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can use that word.
You can't use the T word.
No. Does he have a second date? Is he like meeting like round 2 over here?
Oh, is that the same? No, the other guy had a black shirt.
I thought he had a gray shirt.
No, they're just
You
mono.
sure?
No, this is a different guy.
Was that just generic white
They're
dude?
just generic white dude. Generic twink of a white dude. That's not like generic white dude that you see at a Home Depot. You know, that was
Bob.
That's a generic white dude. Yeah.
That's Trevor.
Yeah, that's Trevor. That's exactly Trevor. Yeah. Trevor goes over there from time to time. You know, on a Friday night, he gets there at 11:30. You know.
Gone before 1.
But someone on his arm.
Yeah, it happens.
Or on someone's arm, however you want to cut it. Anyways.
Yep. Sorry. We may have to edit some of this.
I mean, like, this is very unhinged.
Yeah, this is just opening the door back up again.
Yeah.
So back to the Bren.
I don't remember what I was saying about the Bren. My issue is. You know what I was about to say?
Okay.
From the gun counter, posted a nice little meme about. I think it was him. I hope I'm attributing it to the right person.
Okay.
But it was a list of things that we want out of brand new guns and a list of things that we're sick and tired of out of brand new guns. We want new guns to shoot.
Yeah.
MOA. One MOA. We want new guns to function first and foremost.
Yeah.
And to have
guns manufactured today should be almost 100% reliable.
It should be 100%. When they make a new gun, it should be for the intention of going to work. Yeah. Guns should be made to go to work.
Yeah.
Not so that we can flex on the gram. It's fun to flex on the gram.
It's fun.
I'm having a great time. That's what I love it.
But
I want to go to work. Part of why I love the Bren 2 is because it's a real weapon that works in there's
the
case study.
Yeah, in the field.
Look at Ukraine. Okay, you can find videos.
Can you say that on the internet?
I'll beep most of it. I'll say Uk, and I'll beep the rest. You beep. Who cares? I don't care. I support Ukraine. There we go. Now we're good.
Now maybe we'll get boosted.
God, that's another type of dude. That's not a Trevor. That's like not a Giga Chad, but like a Beta Chad. It's a Beta Chad right there.
I don't know what that is. That's a
Slav
douche.
Chad. Yeah. Douche Chad?
Douche Chad?
I don't know. Anyways.
So yeah, the Bren.
It's just
not hitting.
The Bren 2 is proven. My point on the Bren 2 right now is the Bren 2 is proven. Your Bren 3, you've changed some things.
Yep.
What kind of hiccups are we going to see with that? And why did you add weight?
Is it more expensive?
We don't know a price point. We don't.
Yet.
Dude, it's not going to reach the U.S. market for 2 years at least. So keep it in your pants, boys. They announced a Bren 2 chambered in 308. We won't see that for another year and a half, 2 years.
No.
So
are they continuing the Bren 2?
I don't know.
Like manufacturing, or is that going to come to an end?
I love CZ for their manufacturing, for their quality, for their craftsmanship, for their ergonomics, for the function of their weapons, their quality guns. But as a marketer, as a company, I don't like the way they move. I don't like the way they move through this space. They announce things, they fall short, their production doesn't meet what their promises. Just stop. And this is another good point. Don't talk about something if it's not ready.
You know,
hype is fine. Show a picture. Show a silhouette of something.
Yeah.
Show a mock-up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hold on. You got something bothering the hell out of me. It's a
little fuzzy.
A little bit of bear or something.
A little bear trace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because that's the one thing. Magpul's really guilty of that. Announcing stuff, and it's years until something comes out sometimes.
It's a lot of people. Okay, actually, you know what it is? Major manufacturers are very guilty of that. I can think of a few exceptions. One being Smith and Wesson. When they announce a gun, it's ready to go.
Yep.
You know, look at the CX, that little 9mm, the CWX or CX.
Oh yeah, yeah,
what is it,
yeah.
CSX, something like that.
Something like that.
When they announced it,
You know who's really good at that too?
who else?
Springfield. They just give everybody guns.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like a quality weapon that's ready to
Yeah.
go. Okay, Smith and Wesson has always been good about that.
Yeah.
The companies that are reliable, Sons of Liberty Gunworks, they make stuff good to go,
Yeah.
out the box. When they
Yeah.
announce they're putting out a 308, whatever, that's good to go.
Yeah.
The large companies are too. They hire.
Glock doesn't put something out until you can get it.
That's another good example.
And I know people
don't
love
say
to
nothing.
hate on Glock because they're like the Apple of the gun world. But
I'll shut on them all day.
I know
It's
you
a
will.
solid gun.
But they put out a product that works. We know that, and it's not this whole. They don't. Other than the MOS plate being kind of meh.
It's garbage.
Yeah, it's thin. It's stamped metal. They could, which is so bizarre for Glock to put something out that is meh, that could be so easily fixed, or they could have just put a better product out. That's a weird one for me. The MOS system is not terrible, but that plate is. You know what I mean? So you got to look to the aftermarket to get a better plate. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Did maybe Glock try to rush into the red dot market because they were a little bit behind? I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But I know
they
what you mean.
still, your point stands.
Yeah.
When they release something,
It's available.
It's available and it's ready to go.
I remember when they announced the gun you hate, the Glock 42. I bought one the minute it came into the store, and it was shortly after it was announced we had one, and I bought the first one that came into the store.
Really?
Yeah, I love my 42. I know a lot of guys hate on the 380, but it's a great little.
It's not even the cartridge that I hate.
Then what about the gun do you hate?
It's the way it feels in my hand. It's the size. It's just.
I like it when I am limited to the clothes that I'm wearing, and I need to be a little bit more concealable. I'll use that.
If I were to buy a 380 today, I would buy. I know CZ does make the P10S in 380, but I would buy
Is it
that.
big?
It's bigger than it should be for a 380.
Okay.
But what I would buy is the SIG 238. Is that the correct? There's a 938, which
Yep.
is 9mm.
Yeah.
The 238. I would buy that if I were to buy a 380. That's what I would buy.
So I owned a 938.
They're nice.
I owned it for like 6 days.
Oh, you don't like it?
I couldn't shoot the broadside of the barn with that thing.
Really?
I was terrible with it.
Really?
My sister has one.
Yeah.
Actually, that's her pistol. She has a 938. She's like the way, not a gun. I tried to get her on like a Glock or something else. She goes, no, I like the way that one looks. I was like, I mean, yeah, single action, 1911 look.
Yeah.
I had her shoot one before she bought it. I'm like, all right, you can.
She shot it well?
Yeah. I'm like, you can do your thing with it. Okay. But I know tons of guys that had the 238s and the 938s.
Yeah.
I like the 238. I don't mind it. I like
Yeah.
it. I actually, and again, people might say this is sacrilegious, but I like the 380 caliber. It works.
I like 380 if you buy a good defensive cartridge.
I mean, all I shoot is Spear Gold Dots.
Spear's good. Underwood is great. The Underwood 380 bumps it up to 115 grain ball 9mm.
Yeah, I mean,
Great.
I think I'm running 90 grain Gold Dots.
That's great.
I mean, it works.
Those are
for me.
great.
I mean, Gold Dots are the only cartridge I run for any of my pistols.
Gold Dot's great. I like Spear Gold Dot. I ran, what is it? Horny D.
Horny D.
Critical
Crew
Defense.
That's a good round.
And then I switched to Gold Dot, and then I stumbled upon Underwood, and that's what I exclusively
Okay.
carry.
Really?
I only I mean, Underwood all day long. It's a solid copper.
Oh, it's one of these things.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
This stuff is hot.
Gold Dots.
You got your 42 on you right now?
Yeah.
God damn it. No, I mean, Spear Gold Dot's great.
Yeah.
They're great. I mean, if you're going to... if I were to recommend defensive rounds to anyone, I would say Spear Gold Dot or Underwood.
I like critical
That's
defense, too.
Yeah,
There's
they're
good
great.
data with
It's
it.
cheaper. I mean, it's a good $2-3 cheaper than Spear Gold Dot or Underwood.
I mean, the HST is a good round, too.
Yeah.
The Federal.
They're
But,
great.
I mean, for the most part,
Yeah, those are actually really
if
good.
you're not buying, like, crappy Remington, like, hollow points, like Remington hollow point.
Or the what's that SIG one? SIG puts out a hollow point.
Oh, yeah.
Which
yeah.
I don't
know much about it.
I don't really mess with it.
It doesn't. Yeah, exactly. I don't mess with it either. But so you've got the 238. You've got the 42, which I like. Smith & Wesson has. I don't like their bodyguard. I think it's awful.
Bodyguard's garbage.
Yep.
Garbage.
I mean, it's awful.
Hot garbage.
Glock does have their bigger 380 as well.
Yeah.
That
There's
has
also
come
like
stateside.
a Beretta Bobcat.
Oh, the 8, yeah.
Bobcat's
Well,
nice.
you've got the Model 84s, the 84Bs
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah.
That looks like a shrunk down Model 92. That's a cool looking gun.
That's a cool gun.
That's a super cool looking gun.
And it's got the little top, the little tilt.
No, the 380 doesn't have the tilt. I thought that was the 32 caliber.
I think the Tomcat.
Tomcat's the flippy.
Okay.
Tomcat's the flippy boy.
Okay. Those are cool.
I mean, you get the Walthers. I mean, if you're into the James Bond thing.
I mean, that's a suit gun.
Yeah.
You're wearing a three-piece suit.
With nickel plated or chromed.
Run a PPK.
yeah.
Why not? Why not?
If you hate your life, you can buy a Ruger LCP.
Yeah. If you hate your life and don't want
value
to
it.
hit anything.
Yeah. That thing's
That
awful.
trigger is so bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
That by the time it breaks, your
You're
gun's
dead.
pointed like this.
And you're dead.
And you're dead.
Yeah.
You shot past
You know,
the guys.
you know what? That trigger pull may be worse than racking around and pulling the trigger. It may be slower.
It is. Yeah. I would concur. Yeah.
But yeah, I think 380 doesn't get the love that it should. That's an interesting.
I mean, but the thing is about 380 is, in this day and age, you can carry a 9mm in the same size of most 380 guns.
you can.
And with more capacity.
You can.
So why bother?
You know what it is I got this gun when it first came out. It was the first, and I don't want to say like, it's not a micro pistol, but the first. It's close. It's a pocket pistol that was a little bit bigger than the LCP and the Bodyguard. It was a better grip. It was a Glock product, and it functioned reliably, and it fit the bill for what I was looking for at the time. And I've not looked back. But the thing is, then I'll carry my Staccato
Yeah.
with a Surefire.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go from this extreme to
The opposite
my Staccato.
end.
Yeah, my C2 with a red dot, a Surefire, and 16 round mag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I'll carry my Springfield Pro.
I mean,
you need to shoot that thing. Actually, did I get that while you were gone? I did. That's the one thing I got while you were gone.
That's not the one that you got where there was the mishap and the fun.
No.
It's a different one.
No, this came after that. I've been searching for the Springfield Professional, which is the FBI SRT gun. Mm-hmm. It was kind of hard to get.
You were talking about this.
Yeah, that's the one with the wood grip and the Cocobago is the wood type.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, dude, that thing.
Like
I'm in love with that gun.
Yeah.
It's their custom.
You haven't shot it though?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I shot that a lot so far. I love it. It's a used gun, and I need to do a new recoil spring on it because it definitely needs to change.
Really?
But yeah, but it shoots so well.
Did you buy it used?
Yeah, I bought it used.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you can't get them new.
Yeah.
From my understanding, 1776 Duck was telling me it's on their website, but he said that they're not producing guns out of the custom shop anymore, out of Springfield, like that model.
Huh. I definitely need to get a 1911.
Yes, you do.
I mean, we talked about this before I left.
Well, we've talked about it.
We talked about it since.
Yeah, so.
And I'm gonna pick one up.
There's
soon,
an opportunity for you to pick one up.
It's coming. It's coming.
So when the time comes.
I'm gonna get one. I really want one.
Yeah.
I mean, I put a few in my hands in the last 7 months, and every time I'm just like,
you know what I really want to get? I really want to get an Alchemy.
Yeah.
Really?
You've been talking about that for a minute.
Yeah, so I was gonna get the Alchemy Quantico.
Look at that moon.
That's a good looking moon.
Yeah, you've been talking about the Quantico for a minute.
But the Quantico was because I was having a hard time finding the Springfield Pro.
Oh.
Because the Quantico's like an ode to the FBI SRT gun.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense, Quantico. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
But now I have the gun, so I'm like, do I need that one? But I still want a more than, quasi-custom hand-fit gun, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I still want one. I still really, really want one. But I'm not dying for it because I've got the Springfield now, and that's a really, really nice gun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when the time's right, because it takes like 6 to 8 months to get one.
Yeah. Well, and in 6 to 8 months, who knows? Something might come out that where you're like, oh,
Yeah.
might change your world.
I really want an FAL.
You know what?
I really want an FAL.
I was looking at a parts kit on Apex,
We really?
and I was like, damn.
I
I
really
think it
want
was
an FAL.
$250. Don't quote me on the price, but
I want an FAL.
they're dope.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want a 308 anyways.
you
I
need a
don't.
308.
I don't have a battle rifle cartridge.
I have my LMT. That's the one
Right.
308 like battle rifle. I don't have any others. Just my LMT, which I love that gun. That gun has been. I put a lot of rounds to that gun.
Yeah.
Long range, I used to go to Wyoming Club, not Wyoming Club, Manatee Gun Club, where they have the 1,000.
Yeah.
I used to shoot that thing out to 6.
Yeah.
Like, it was boring. I knew with that gun, like with 168 grain federal gold medal match, it was 3.2 mils of hold. Dead nuts every time.
Yeah.
That gun, super reliable. I know some of the people talking about the LMTs not running reliably with suppressors.
No problems.
I've never had issues with it. It's a little gassy, but Surefire cans are gassy.
Speaking of suppressors, man, I got my suppressor.
Yep.
Didn't shoot it until right before I left.
Yep.
I shot it in Fort Lauderdale. I brought it with
Yep.
me. I went there with a friend right before I left. Went to a range. I shot it for the first time. So awesome. It's so awesome to shoot a suppressed gun.
Yeah.
And then I shot it recently. I took a buddy out to go shoot.
I saw that, yeah.
And
Did it rekindle that?
oh my God, man. It
Another
kills
world.
me.
And the thing is, like, you have that on the Bren, so you've got, a piston gun, so it's like not gassy at all.
It doesn't move
And it's not
at all.
gassy.
It's just like a tack driver. Ding, ding, ding.
You'll have to shoot my Mark 18 with my Surefire. It's like, it's so gassy. It's so gassy.
Wait, you did bring one when we went out with Wilder. Didn't
Yeah.
you bring? Yeah. Or maybe it was one of his guns. Something was gassing me, and I was just like, stink.
Oh, well, I did shoot, my Mark 12's not gassy.
What did I? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of when we went out to what was that event we went to? We hung out with Dura.
That was the Callahan wine mixer.
The Callahan, yeah. There was some gun I shot there.
it mine?
So
Was it my 11.5 that was giving me problems?
might have been.
Yeah, I figured out what happened.
What was it?
The gas block wasn't cinched down enough.
Oh.
Yeah, it was moving.
Oh.
And the weird thing is I had shot the gun. That had happened. I'd taken the rail off, cinched it back down again for the shoot, because I wanted to test it before the shoot. And it gave me that problem again. While we were at the shoot, I was having, ejection issues, and it was double feeding.
Right.
And then I stripped it out again. I made sure, I actually ended up changing the gas block on that. I used a different
you
gas block,
swapped it out.
and it's been good since then.
Okay.
And that gun, that 11.5, that's a money length for 5.56.
Yeah.
Suppressed, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like
Yeah.
That's my Fed clone. That's like the FBI.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to get the thing and the thing, because I'm stupid like that.
Hey, I like it, Everyone's got a little hipster in them,
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we've been going.
To wrap up this little
I
cast.
just thought he was going to hit the camera.
Dude, if that guy smacked the camera, I would have
No,
smacked
he
him.
wasn't paying attention. I thought he almost hit it.
Okay. To wrap this up,
Yes.
I want to do two things. One,
2.
thing number one, let's shout out each of us 3 Instagram accounts that y'all should go follow.
Okay.
And then the second thing What was the second thing?
I don't know.
I want.
Are we getting
to-
dark?
It's all right. It's gonna clean up in the
post? Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember the second thing. Second thing was.
That's all.
Oh, I want us both to give a message. Okay, my message is dry fire. I spent the last 7.5 months not dry firing. I did some dry fire today. Rusty, very rusty. Like I posted a video today. Some people were saying, you look clean and whatever. That's just muscle memory. That's because
Yeah.
I'm part of this culture and I do it. But let me tell you, as the user, I felt clunky. I felt in danger of being insufficient when the time comes.
Oh, mine.
Okay?
Okay, my word of advice is way more superficial than yours.
Okay, what's yours?
Have fun. No, seriously, like don't give a crap what other people do or say. Like do your thing, dry fire. Like just do you. Whatever you feel is gonna help you, you do it. Like as long as you're bettering yourself, who cares?
Absolutely. Have fun, but train.
Yeah.
Do your dry fire training. Have fun while you dry fire train. Have fun posting on Instagram.
You know what we need to do? We need to do a class.
Let's talk about that off camera.
Okay.
That's not for your ears yet. Eyes or ears. Now,
3 Instagram accounts.
I've got Barber Training Solutions hat I'm wearing right here. He's a great dude, knowledgeable as hell,
What's his Instagram?
and hilarious. Barber Training Solutions.
At Instagram.
Added Instagram. Name one while I think of the next one.
That's hard to do, man. Because like, how do I name 3? Like,
It's all right, we're gonna
there's
name 3 every time.
There's been so many cool dudes out there
Just
that.
name 3.
One would be the Team Room. Those guys are super cool. On Instagram, they're the gun shop down here. They're doing really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool
Okay, so
stuff.
the team room. We got
Yep.
the team room. We got Barber Training Solutions. We've got Bookish Panay is always a homie, especially if you're a woman. I don't think women watch this channel, but if you are, follow Bookish, Team Room,
Yeah.
Barber Training Solutions.
You can never go wrong with Durmag. Those guys are pretty awesome.
Duramag is
They're doing good stuff.
great. Follow Duramag, buy Duramag.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say buy anybody, but buy Duramag. God.
And I got one more. I got one homie that I've been hanging out with.
Yeah.
And it's the go have fun with stuff. His Designer Goons.
Designer Goons.
Designer Goons. He does like Gucci gun stuff, and it's just fun. They do mags, they do jewelry,
Yeah.
like gun related jewelry stuff.
Nice.
It's kind of cool. And they're cool. They're
Okay.
cool. It's fun. That's the fun side.
Designer Goons.
Designer Goons.
The Gun Room.
Yeah.
Barber Training Solutions, Bookish Panay, Duramag.
Yeah.
That's 3 for me. You got
Yeah.
one more?
I got 3. The Team Room.
Oh,
I said Designer Goons.
Yeah.
And Dura.
Oh.
But Dura's kind of mutual.
yeah. Throw
You know,
one more in there.
One more. So, okay. Let's do. You know what? Got to hang out with the dudes at the. And they don't need any help, but Flux.
Flux?
Yeah, super cool. I've been chatting with them. They were at one of the events at the Team Room.
Yeah.
Alex, he's a cool dude.
Okay.
They're just.
I mean, they make great stuff.
Yeah.
And that P365 that they're making, the chassis for the P365 is dope.
It's pretty dope.
That's a nice little
Yeah.
pocket friend
Little
there.
pocket friend that. But
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna shout out. They don't need any help like on social media,
They don't.
but they're cool dudes.
Yeah.
So I think they deserve they're doing cool stuff and they're in the community, and I think they deserve to
Yeah.
get a pat in the back.
All right, so we're gonna do it like this. We got Bookish Panay, Barber Training Solutions, Duramag, The Gun Room.
Team Room.
Oh, sorry. Team Room. Let's do this again, because I want this to be a clip, okay?
Yeah.
Bookish Panay, Barber Training Solutions,
Dura.
The Team Room, Duramag,
Designer Goons.
Designer Goons. I'm gonna throw Parallel Defense, because he's a homie, and he's doing good stuff out
There's
there.
so many homies.
I know, there's so many homies. That's 6, with an honorable mention, Flux Defense.
Yep.
Check them people out. Give them a follow.
Oh, I got another one. I have to.
Spit it out.
I have to. Tactical Doodles. He just did that.
Tactical Doodles. There it is.
He just did my layout with
that was dope.
the Accuracy International.
That was dope.
Dude, that came out so good. I'm actually gonna do a print of it. I'm gonna do a poster of it.
Nice. You should.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yep.
All right. Well, on that note, thanks for coming by.
Yep.
We're back.
We're here.
We're coming with a bunch of new different content. We're changing up our whole game.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Range
have
stuff.
sit downs, but we're doing range stuff. We're doing some tabletop stuff.
Short form content, like short form,
yep.
like entertainment content.
Yeah, short form stuff. When he says entertainment stuff, we've been discussing over the last 6 months
do we
doing
do?
some kind of like, I mean, we go to Netflix for storyline type things. Prepare yourselves for something a little more in our sphere, made by us, for us, FUBU.
FUBU. Do they still exist?
I don't know. But we're going to be doing some content along those lines. Stay tuned, subscribe, share, all that nonsense.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, y'all.
Thanks, guys.